Dr. Mike Galsworthy chairs European Movement UK, joins me now. What will it mean for young people in this country? What will it mean for young people in the European Union? Good morning.
Morning, Nick. Finally, we're actually getting into a sensible place where we can talk about investing in our youth and giving them proper opportunities. So I'm glad to hear about this one in, one out thing, because it's pretty much exactly what I proposed at the beginning of March in an independent article, which is you don't need caps here. You don't need the tight restrictions. All you need to do is make sure that the outflow and the inflow of youth are balanced. And there's loads of ways that you can make sure that happens. And then you've got opportunities abounding, not just for our small businesses here, but also our youth. And in fact, if you take this as a further opportunity to get into some areas in our country where the youth feel as though they don't really have any exciting opportunities and actually work to get them those experiences on the continent, then it's a political win as well, because then Labour can say, what's Nigel Farage doing for the youth? Absolutely nothing. What are we doing for the youth? Look at these numbers of young people that were struggling to find sort of meaningful work in their local area. We've got them onto programmes. We've got them working in Copenhagen, Malaga, wherever you like across the continent, and they're coming back with real skills. It's been, Nick, it's been so frustrating that it's been such an open goal that this government has been sitting in front of, looking like a rabbit in the headlights, where it's a complete open goal.
Do you have a sense, do you have an idea how many young people might be interested in this, Doctor?
No, and I think this is probably one of the things spooking the government. I think the government are spooked by the notion that there's going to be so much more interest in young people from Europe coming to the UK. Whereas I saw a Telegraph article at the beginning of March saying the problem with the youth mobility scheme is that all our youth would leave. So, which wasn't a great indictment of our country. But the point is they couldn't, because it's a limited time scheme. Those European youth who come here to work here, build their networks here, are going to have to go back. And our youth that go over to the continent to work as technicians or work in hospitality, whatever, are going to have to go back at the end of the term. So as long as you balance the numbers, there's no net immigration or emigration. You just have a lot of younger people in a bigger talent pool acquiring more skills. And it's been calculated that this would be a boost to the economy as well, by about 0.4% GDP.
How confident are you, though, this might be a concern within some circles in the Home Office, that people, young people coming here, would return when their time was up, for want of a better expression?
Wouldn't return, wouldn't go back.
Would seek to stay in the United Kingdom because they'd made friendships here, they'd been in businesses, they just like life in the UK.
By the nature of the visa, they can't. It's like any visa.
But they go off radar, wouldn't they? No?
No. I mean, all you need is a decent monitoring system.
It's going to be expensive, though, Mike.
No, it wouldn't.
Really?
You've got people's names tagged to this actual system. You just, look, if someone were to breach something like that, they'd be in breach of the law. That would screw them up for the rest of their lives, not only in the UK, but possibly also back in their home countries. I think there is far too much worry going on here around that dynamic. It has not usually been the pattern with young people who just want some experience and work and network building in other countries for a while.
And lastly, you sure it's across the board? It's not just for middle class or upper middle class children who might want to go and work in Europe or live in Europe? You think it would grow across for working class children as well?
We should insure it.
How do you do that?
Because you have.
I mean, Rupert might want to go and work in Strasbourg, but the other lad might not.
The middle class are always going to be well connected and take care of themselves. So there should be government efforts and actually using this as an opportunity to open it up across the board, demographically, regionally, everything. You know, it's a fundamental responsibility of government to make sure that opportunity gets everywhere. And here's one just sitting here.